What's up, YouTube fam? Dark Angel's Journey, and I'm Shakira. So, this one shouldn't be too long. I'm just gonna do a quick how it's going so far in January and how my mindset is, and review a couple of the trades I took this week and what I was thinking when I took them. And you saw me talk about my new rules for this year. So I've literally set aside very specific things that I'm going to be following and that I have been following. I started at the start of the year was a bit rough because I wasn't really following anything, just sort of taking trades, which is kind of weird for me, but it's almost like I was off for 3 weeks and then I just forgot what I was supposed to be doing with myself. It's so crazy. Anyway, so sharing my calendar where I um track all of my wins and losses. And one of the things that I'm doing, and I'm following really great advice, where I'm just trying to get what I consider to be a base hit, right? And a base hit for me is about 105 ticks, which equates to about $525 a trade. And I'm looking to just get that once a day. If I can make that once a day, then I'm comfortable and I'll close out and I'll go about my business. So as you can see, I started the year red and just kind of starting to get my groove um mid-month and finally coming back a bit this week. Um when it was a holiday, didn't trade on Tuesday, and Wednesday I just did silly things. Well, not super silly, but I took 4 trades on Wednesday. Two, one loss and then two with tiny wins, like $20, $15, because price just didn't want to move. And then one loss after that. And by that point, obviously, I'm done trading. I'm thinking to myself, well, I took 4 trades, I can't take any more trades on Thursday. And my partner was very, very clear that that is stupid and you should not be punishing yourself and you should just keep moving forward. And what did I do? I came back Thursday, took one loss and one win. So as you can see, 306. And then today I took one trade and took my full pull, and I don't care what happens after that. So I'm feeling very good in terms of drawdown. Like, um, in my mind, it's I think the thing said 470 in drawdown. And I'm tracking fees too. So with fees, that's about 684 or something like that. Anyway, let's swap over to the charts. All right, cool, 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 cool. So it's been a little choppy, right? This week, it's been a little choppy. So let me dip over to, and we'll use this um, as so the trade I took today, very simple. So what do we have? We have this week, it's Friday, so I'm like to trade something akin to ICT. So my phone is blowing up. I apologize, y'all. Ugh, okay, trying to ignore that for a bit. Anyway, so the concept is so on Fridays, right? Like I go in and I take a look like on the weekly, right? And what is all of that? Anyway, for the weekly, so these are old. I need to get rid of that. That's weird. Thought I cleared. Oh, it's like my when I was looking to figure out how far it might go for the day. Anyway, so for the weekly range, when you take a fib to it, right? Yeah, so 20%. sometimes it likes to retrace 20 to 30%. So those were what I was expecting for today, right? So once I saw they took the 20%, I was definitely expecting the 30%. And they did that with alacrity. So I could have technically, you know, went in for more, but not what I'm looking for, right? So what was I looking for this trade? So on the 1 minute, we've already dropped below the 20%. Now this trade right here is something I would have loved to have taken, but it's not my usual time for taking trades. Earlier in the day, well, I'm getting distracted. Ignore me. I have a screen up here. So for this trade, we've been dropping nicely. So I'm still looking short and I'm still expecting them to reach for this. And we're stayed below the 20%. So once we failed, when we came back up, once we failed to take these highs out for a continuation back up, I wanted to see how they would behave inside of this fair value gap right here. And so basically, once I saw a lovely green candle right there, I set my order right there and I just waited. And they came down and tagged me out nicely, boom. And then they rolled right back up. Now, here's the fun part, right? Like, so if I was actually, you know, looking for them to hit that, be another what? It's about $800 trade, a little over $800 right there. Yeah. But I'm just going to take my base hits because what I'm not interested in is all of this retracement, seeing all of my open profits disappear. From this entry, my stop was actually right under here. So I would not have been stopped. But still, I have a rule, like as soon as we get past 50% of my TP, I move my stop. And I could have just as easily put it here and been stopped out for nothing. So I'd rather take the 525 and, not care about what happens next because I really didn't. So that was the trade I took today. And so let's nip back. So that was nice, clean, no stress with that one. So let's nip over to Thursday. And let me look at my journal here so I can tell you exactly what trade I took on Thursday. So this was in the morning. Right, so this is Thursday, 6:12 a.m., 11. Right, so now we can clean this off. And I don't want to make this video too long, so we'll keep it simple. So another scenario where I almost got my full pull. This one, what did I see in here that made me closer to 950? Just make sure I'm in the right place. So I got stopped out. Oh, this is on 30 seconds. Haha. For that one. So I got stopped out trying to go long after this push up. Now, if I'd gone long here, and I wonder if I left them in a different window. No, looks like I deleted them wherever I was. Let's just use this one. So 950. So I think on the 30 seconds there was a break in fair value gap right around here. And I got stopped out for the long like that. And then I swapped out for short right here since I was wrong at the time and I have templates for the short, and that netted me what I wanted. Now, I was actually expecting them to take this low out at minimum. So I was looking for a little bit more. So not quite following my thing. So I did move my stop when it came back up and then it dropped. I did move my stop to cover. So I took a little bit less than 105 ticks, about 103. So got most of it, and that was my trade. Now, this is the cleanest? No, absolutely not. But it is what I took. And we're at about 10 minutes. So what I'm looking to do though is be a lot more strategic about the trades that I take. So I know on Wednesday in the morning, there were some very, very clear potential trades, right? That I did not take. And then I took things in the PM that just really irritated me. Um, so trades that I would have wanted to have taken on Wednesday, and then we can close this out. Let's see, what could we have done on Wednesday? So I like to look, and I'm gonna just do this so I'm not like, so we're just doing till about 11-ish. And let's go up to a 5 minute. So what I like to do now is whenever I have a fair value gap that's being respected, right? One of two things need to happen. I need to see that price is like for this one, we busted through it. Honestly, would have loved an entry like right here. That would have been nice. And I think I was looking at that thinking like, oh, it'd be nice if it came back onto there, but it didn't. But scenarios like for this fair value gap, just make sure I have it. Nothing between us on the 5 minute. So I like a good 5 minute fair value gap. I like to see them respecting it like this. And we can drop back down to the 1 minute. So one trade that I was absolutely interested in and did not take because I don't know why I don't set them when I think about them was I wanted this one. Oops, wrong way. We're obviously long. So I wanted this one. And set the template long. And then there, that one would have been a nice, easy setup. Because once it like got almost to my TP, my stop would have been right above it, right there. And I would have been like really pissed. I was relatively annoyed with myself because I kept seeing things that I wanted and not taking them. Another option would have been this, but I didn't like it because I want the stop loss to be below the midpoint of this fair value gap because we've already shown that we wicked, come down, left it, we came back up. Nice. Just nice. This one would have irritated me, would have been, this is the other one that I wanted as well, if not that. Because then right here, I would have gotten tagged in, and then that would have been like right here, quick, quick, and dirty. So whenever I see them like that, it really hurts my heart. It really does. Anyway, so the other option would have been if they'd been, respecting this, and then we dropped with alacrity through it, like bam. Then if there was an order block along with the fair value gap inside of it, then I would have taken that. And then that would have been a beautiful, or at least that would have been something that I was interested in taking. For a continuation, after this and this dropped, then I would have been watching this guy. And once it dropped below it, I probably would have put my entry here. They didn't come back for it. And I wouldn't have gotten anything there. And any of the entries that I would have wanted for most of these wouldn't have worked. Honestly, wouldn't have worked. So This was very clean, it's very clear. If they didn't show me that follow through, then my next attempt would have been here because I wanted to be above this, but I wouldn't have wanted to see them come back up. Mm-mm, I would not. So that's it for now. You guys have like an amazing weekend, and we'll be back on Monday for some more. Let me know in the comments how your trading journey is going. Shakira, out.